What is up, guys? Player Vex here. Welcome to the tavern. Today, very simple, probably very fast video on how to build encounters for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. I see some people having problems with this and trying to figure out the encounter slash experience budget. And I just wanted to go over it since it can be fairly intimidating at first. We have these two charts. We have this encounter budget type chart, and then we have the experience stuff and their roles in combat, and then there's also this chart on rewarding stuff and player levels and all this stuff. So to keep it simple, the budget is based off of having the budget is based off of having 4 players in the group of equal level. They should always be equal level if you're running with experience, because everyone gets experience based on the same stuff that they do. So even if one of the players goes off and picks a lock, for example, everyone gets that experience points cumulative. So they should always be at the same level and same experience amount at all times. Now, to build an encounter, you want to start with how deadly you want the encounter to be. So if this chart, so most encounters should be, I would say, severe to moderate. Anything lower than that is just a tedious battle and there's no real danger. Extreme fights are way too swingy in an opponent's favor. This is like, if you want to kill the party, you run an extreme battle. But again, there are character adjustments. So if you are running with a group of more than 4 players, you just increase the amount of experience by that much. So a severe battle would be 150, 200, or 100 for moderate, and so on and so forth. And you adjust based on the number of players you have. Now, when you have the group level, so let's say it's level 5, everyone in the party is level 5. The party level is 5th level. So any creature that is the party's level is what you're putting in on this creature level thing. So if the party's level 5 and they are fighting one 5th level creature, that creature would be worth 40 experience points. You take that number and you just put it in. If they fight 2, it's 80. In that situation, it'd be a moderate. If they fought 3 creatures of their level, it would be a severe battle. And that's all you do. And you can fill this out any way you want. Any creatures that are lower the level, then you tally up all the amounts. Mostly, you want to pick a budget of how you want the experience to be, like if it's going to be a hard fight or if it's going to be something easy, and you just work from there. And you just fill in the numbers. That's it. That's all you need to do. If you want them to fight monsters of their level, they're worth this much, and you just plug in how many you need, and so on and so forth. If they're higher, then do that. When dealing with higher level monsters, I wouldn't do anything higher than a 2nd level monster, because once you get to 2nd and 3rd level monsters, these creatures should be left by themselves. If the party is fighting them plus 3, so an 8th level creature, it should be by itself, no help. If you want creatures to help them, which you should, in most parts, I would do a party plus 2, so 7th level in our example, and then a bunch of smaller guys. Having a bunch of lackeys that are 2 to 3 levels lower really flushes out the combat instead of having 1 or 2 random, just one-off creatures. It's way better to mix and match these, but honestly, that's it. You figure out what the party level is, you find monsters that are appropriate to that level, and then you just plug in the numbers of how many you need and how deadly you want the combat to be. This also applies for hazards and traps, complex hazards and simple hazards. So again, check the level of the party, make sure you're not throwing something that's super deadly for their level, and then when they solve this problem or they deal with the hazard, then they get experience points based on whatever it is. And then that's it. It's really simple. A lot of people get this confused because they don't either run with experience or they don't they use milestone experience, but this is also a way to build encounters. If you're building an encounter against the party, you should always look at what the level of the party is, and a creature that is 1 or 2 levels higher than the party is like a boss monster, and a creature of their level and lower you can use multiple of and be okay with it. But I would 100% use the encounter budget because it is balanced around the party, and it is balanced to not just demolish your players. But that's it, guys. Let me know what you think. Comment below, share the video, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.